Nobody ever believes me. Why would they? It was just a normal day. I was a young buck, about 7 or so. I was at school, learning, all the shit you learn when you're that age. Turning the page. I had this friend Greg, and he was, well, a little bit strange, but in a normal way, if that makes any sense. Like he collected pens with different cartoon characters on them. He wasn't like the super weird kid. No, that was Carlton. Carlton would bring bugs in his backpack to school. He found on the walk there, and everyone would get scared and freaked out, especially the girls. Like one time he just had some fucking worms in his backpack with no jar. It was really bizarre. He even threw some dirt in that hole. Somebody let the teacher know, and he got in trouble. But the story is not about him. My friend Greg was like the cool kind of weird, kind that you wanted to get to know. Greg was my little bro, my little first or second grade homie, whatever grade it was. My brain's fried from all these drugs, but I still remember most of this like it was just fucking something I seen, something I didn't miss on TV, but this was real. I still remember how the fuck did I feel. I had never been so scared in my life. Yeah, I was 7, so I started to cry. Well, let's get into it. It was a rainy day. We had just gotten to school. It was like around 8:45, I think. Let me set the scene. My teacher was kind of mean. Her name was Miss Green. And every chance she got, she would yell at me. She would yell at Greg too. That's why he was cool with me. We had a common enemy, someone to fuck with. The sub-bitches, substitute teachers would come and go. Me and Greg would have to know if they were gonna be a cool one or a strict one. Well, on this occasion, this one was a sick one. We had a substitute that day. And when I saw the substitute, I stared back at Greg. Something was wrong. Something wasn't right. Because this substitute looked like he wasn't alive. It looked like a corpse, just chilling in a chair. He didn't move a muscle, not even a hair. As the students filed in, nobody seemed to care. I was like, are you people not even aware You not see him in that chair? It's a fucking corpse over there. They were like, what the fuck? You need to get out of here. That's just a normal guy. His name is Mr. Nye. And then he moved like he was alive. His eyes landed on us. And they started to get real wide. Like he could tell we could see past his disguise. And then he smiled, slowly, until it grew big. I saw a roach moving in his wig. I was like, how do these kids not fucking see this fucking shit? This fucker has a wig. I didn't say that. I didn't put the substitute on blast. I was too scared, I was frozen. From my head to my toes, you know. I sat down, looked at Greg and then looked back at Mr. Nye. He smiled, but it was real sly. Then he started to talk. It sounded like his throat had been filled with chalk. Like it was the last time he talked was like 1,000 years ago. He said, hello, Mr. Nye, your teacher. I'm sorry, your teacher, you could not be here. But I'll teach you kids, I guess. All of a sudden, at that very moment, everything just froze. I looked at Greg. He was the only one who looked like he could not be frozen too. I was like, Greg, can you move? He was like, yeah, you? I nodded my head and approved. And I saw it wasn't just us. Mr. Knight had gotten up. He was walking closer to us. We ran to the door. We got there before Mr. Knight could get to us, yeah. But when we went to the hallway, we had to gasp on both sides of it. There was a crowd each of these fucking zombie-looking things walking towards us. And they were in a rush. It wasn't like no Dawn of the Dead. Now these motherfuckers straight sped. We went across the fucking hallway into another classroom. No one was there, that's who. Luckily for us. But the classroom was full of bugs. What the fuck? Just our luck. And then out the corner of my eye, all the bugs, they all started to combine. By this time, I had started to open the window. Thankfully, we were on the first floor. But then the bugs grew more and more tall. And then they were so tall that they were leaving shadows on the fucking wall. Turned into another zombie. Another version of Mr. Nye. He looked at us and he said, my. What a delicacy we have. While he was talking, I didn't see another fucker had grabbed Greg. He was like, go, go. And then the swarm rushed in. I had no choice but to use the window. I regret it to this day. I was so afraid. Nothing I could do. I know if I would have stayed, they would have got me too. So I had to run all the way home. I was scared. I didn't answer the door. I didn't answer the phone. I was so afraid and curious. What was gonna happen now? What were people going to do? Did anybody see all those fools rushing to school? Or was it just me and Greg? What the fuck? It's just me and Greg. Next days at school were hard. Nobody remembered the part about Mr. Nye. Apparently, our substitute was another guy named Mr. Bruce. It's like, who? Greg had went missing, apparently on the way to school. Nobody saw him when we were in the classroom. I was like, that's some bullshit, that's cap, that's a lie. I asked like 15 classmates, and they were all like, no, not I. Didn't see Greg, none of them did. They didn't see the weird-ass court substitute with the wig. Nobody did. Greg's parents I saw a couple times. Every time that I'd see them and I'd look into their eyes, it looked like they were about to cry. It was not the last time I ever heard from Mr. Nye. Unfortunately, it wasn't the last time I saw Greg. Let's just say a reunion